Hi there. It is Sunday, October 13th. We are possibly getting frost in a couple of days, so I'm about to start harvesting everything that I can from the garden. I probably won't get it all done today because I just don't want to. Have some things going on in the house anyway, but I'm going to see what I can get. I'm going to at least try to get all of the tomatoes today, and then maybe the peppers. So I thought that since I haven't really done any tours this year that I can recall, only a Greenstalk tour, which was kind of a garden tour, that I would do a little walk around, show what's going on, what's still growing, what's left to do before I do this. So let's turn the camera around. All right, here on the patio, we have, and excuse the mess back here. Things are not everything is where it should be, like this this bench that my husband moved. So this Greenstalk has had Nautica beans growing in it all summer, most of the summer. I added seeds for larger bush beans a few weeks ago. They are just starting to develop, so I'm probably not going to get any of those before the frost kills them. They are tiny. I do have a Greenstalk frost cover that I have not used yet, so I could put that on at least this one to see if I can save my beans just to get through these couple days of cold nights we have coming. I'll think about that. I might do that. Meanwhile, I let a lot of these dry. These are such cute little beans. They're tiny, as you can see here. I'm going to take some of these seeds, put them inside in one of my AeroGardens. Over in this one, we have some kale. There's a cabbage worm. I'll smash that shortly. Some more bush beans in here. There's a pepper plant, which I recently took peppers off of. It looks pretty good, but we're not going to get more peppers before it gets too cold. These three plants up here have seen better days. These were nursery saves really late in the season. I've gotten a couple peppers off them. Nothing too big of a deal. This was an eggplant that broke either from weight or possibly from a squirrel jumping on it or something. They stole a couple of my eggplant. I found them laying over there on the patio. But as you see, it's trying to make a comeback. It's not going to make it. This one is trying to develop new babies. Again, not going to make it. These were most of the plants in this one, the eggplant, the peppers, were late additions from a nursery. So I have gotten 2 or 3 nice big Black Beauty eggplants off of these, but not a lot. Here's a little pepper coming along. At the bottom there, what is this? That is not purple sage. That's the wrong side. It used to be purple sage in there. I forgot what this is called. I'll have to look it up. Okay, so those are those two. Over here in this Greenstalk is one of the only places I have planted new stuff for fall. There's several red lettuces, some mustard, some romaine lettuce, some spotted lettuce here. And as you can see, everything needs water. We were supposed to get rain last night. It did not rain. There's several things in here that it's time for me to pull now, like this beet. Here's some beans down here that are ready to go. We've got a couple of kohlrabi that have gotten pretty large. The other one, I believe, is splitting. Yep, right there. So I need to take care of that and salvage what I can. Oh, look at these strawberries. Wow, that's a beauty. So I'll be sure to get that. These are some edible petunias. We've got some cilantro down here looking pretty good. I'll let that stay. The nasturtiums, I want to take some cuttings from that and harvest as much as I can. I could dehydrate that. It's a good flavor. It's kind of spicy. All over here, let's see, we don't need to walk all the way over there. The big bed in the middle, right here, is my asparagus bed. So I won't be doing anything with that this year. The other things in there is just some basil that I let go to seed. It's seeding everywhere. I'll probably just leave it alone. There is a habanero pepper plant in that one, but I believe I got all of the peppers already. There's some potatoes in the Greenstalks over here that I still need to dig out. I got some of them, but some weren't quite ready. They were small. They're probably still small, but I'm going to pull them anyway. All along here is a lot of herbs. All of this shisho, I need to cut it down so it doesn't seed all over the place like it did last year. In this one, we have a few pepper plants. You can see some look great, some at the top. obviously need water. I have not been out here. I'm gonna have to water today, but I'm still gonna pick off all of the peppers. But I'm gonna water just in case we don't get the frost or they make it through the frost. So I will water all along here. Oh, got some new petunias. This is a sage plant that I get from the local nursery. I want to make sure I get cuttings of that one. There's a small chard plant back there. Some things I don't really care about anymore. More fancy sage. Over here, some more peppers that I need to harvest. And this is another place where I stuck some fall plants. This looks like tatsoi. There's some radishes up here. I dropped a few seeds in each of these with the intention of splitting them out, which I will do now that they're a little bit bigger. Got some banana peppers over here that I need to harvest. More chard. More chard. So yeah, I think today I might just worry about peppers and tomatoes. I think I got all the tomatoes from over here. Nope, I didn't. Here's some here. Even though they're green, I'm going to go ahead and take them, because tomato plants don't like frost. And honestly, I'm ready to be done with them. Same along here. We've got some tomatoes on this one. We got some peppers. Lots of peppers in there. I have slacked off big time over the past couple of weeks because I've just been busy and tired. But I'm ready to put this outdoor garden to bed. This is the purple tomato, which my friend told me it has an official name now that I can't remember. I'll have to look that up. But it's the one by Norfolk. That's one of them. I have another one in here. Got some honey nut squash ready. The weeds have gone out of control in here, as you can see. There's a volunteer celery plant. There's another one. Most of my celery this year is volunteers. I'm going to get all of those beauties. There's some tomatoes under here. Eggplant bed probably has a couple. There's a small one, but I will make sure I get any eggplant that are in here. Don't want them to go bad. This was my bean plant that gave me so many beautiful beans. It has started to slow down again now that the weather has been kind of cool. And I turned off the irrigation to this bed, to all the beds actually, because it was leaking big time right here in the middle and just leaving a huge pool. So I turned it off the other day. So that caused this bed to slow down, which I'm perfectly fine with right now. So I will get any good beans left on there. Any that are dried will be for seed next year, like these, which is perfectly fine. What else do we have? More eggplant. Look at that. This eggplant thinks it's gonna grow all of these. There's some pretty purple ones. I'll get those. Strawberries. Beautiful. I might use my frost cover to protect this year. Here's some beans ready to be picked. There's some more. Over here we have, look at that, new squash coming along. Don't think they're going to make it. I see some green tomatoes, some colored tomatoes. This tower hasn't been watered in a while, so everything's pretty much dead, except these garlic chives. Look at that. They look great. Oh, look. This kale plant sprouted new kale. Okay. We've got some tomatoes in this bed. Lots of tomatoes in this bed. Here, I see so many of them. Over here, I had some small new Bianca squash growing. They're still there. They haven't grown, so they don't like the cooler temps because they really slowed down. This one, I've got lots of chard to be picked. Same thing over here. Over here, we have all these gorgeous collards. Now, the chard and the collards will be fine. They will make it through the cooler temps without a problem. Celery, I need to get that too. Celery doesn't really like the cold too much. There's so much beautiful celery here. So, today will be tomatoes, peppers, and possibly celery. Look at that. I hate when I see this. Beautiful, beautiful tomato with a big hole from a worm in it. I've lost quite a few to those bastards this year. And something that nibbles on them. So I just throw them in this bed here. Is that another one that I threw in there? Nope, that's a good one. It must have fallen off the vine. Okay, so let me get busy. I'll show you what I harvest after. Here's everything that I harvested yesterday. 49.5 pounds of tomatoes. A little bit of peppers. Most of the tomatoes are green. Some of them are on their way to ripening. I'll use those for sauce or something. I'll probably make some green tomato salsa verde very, very soon. As they ripen, I will do something else with them. The larger ones, I may slice and can so I can make fried green tomatoes in the winter. I've done that before and it worked out very well. So that brings my tomato total for the year to about 177 pounds of tomatoes, which is down from the previous 2 years, but that's on purpose because I planted less plants this year and I was a bit neglectful. Stay tuned to see what I make.